So just before the video does start, just a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch. I do daily trading guides including loads of price sheets for special card trading, silver trading and so on and so on. And you get them daily over there for £5 a month or free with Amazon Prime. Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to a brand new video. So in today's video I'm going to be walking you through the latest of trading methods I've been doing on my main account and what I'd recommend you guys to go and do. Now a few things I'd like to say before we even start the method. One, this account is very low on coins. Again, this isn't one of these things where it makes 300k an hour whilst that YouTuber is sitting there on 200k. So yeah, very effective method. And well, again, I'm on an alt account because my main account is flooded up with a bunch of Wan-Bissaka's as an investment at the moment. Obviously, this won't be an investment probably when you're watching this video. But and then on top of that, servers are a little bit laggy right now because I don't know, my PlayStation's a little bit laggy, so bear with. So without further ado, how many coins do you need to do said method? Said method, you probably need about 300-400k, and the reason for this is because you are going to be trading with special cards. So the last thing you want to do is go and buy 4 special cards, and then you have no money, and you're just waiting for them to sell. On the other hand, you also don't want to, you know, buy 4 special cards and go, alright, I need money quite soon, let me list them up a little bit cheaper, because then you're going to be missing out on like 3-4k consistently because you're in such a hurry to sell the players. So about 300-400k will be able to get you about 8-9 deals. You should be able to, you know, sell a card, then be able to buy a card, sell a card, then buy a card. Of course, the more coins, the better. If you're sitting on a million, you're laughing and such. So about 300-400k. Now, with this method, you are going to be trading with special cards with Shadow and special cards with Hunter. Why are you going to be doing this? The reason you're going to be doing this is because basically Hunter and Shadow are still worth about 13 to 17k, and it's way cheaper for someone to buy a special card with Shadow than it is to buy the special card, buy the Shadow, and put it together, which means there is a demand for these players. But the best thing is people completely forget that they apply a 17k chem style. So a lot of times they'll go and list them up as the same price as if they weren't there. So the filter, you're going to be going with special of course, and you're going to be going with Shadow and Hunter. And I'm going to go and show you right now how to find the filter, because the filter is going to be completely different. The filter you're watching right here, now it says again, the filter you are watching right here is not going to be the active filter, but I'm going to teach you guys how to make the filter. But you're going to go special, you're going to go Shadow. You're going to go and put a minimum price of 10k. You're going to go and put a maximum price of, let's say 13k. You're going to put a minimum buy now of 11k. And then you're going to go and put maximum buy now of anything. Again, this is not the filter, this is the starting point. You are now going to go and search this. Now, if there is, for this method to work, there has to be 1 or less player over an hour. A little bit like the silver method if you remember that. And right now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players over an hour. But it's alright because we can play around a little bit with the filters. Now I'm going to have a little gander right here. And we're going to look at starting prices right here. We're going to go 13, 13, 10, 13, 13, 11. So the lowest number right there was 10, second lowest number was 11. So what we can actually go and do right now is we can go and set our minimum bid to the second cheapest on the market, which I believe, maximum bid, was 11.50 if I'm not wrong. Let me go and search at 12. Because of course what we're going to have right now is we are going to have the likes of Gabriel Jesus and the likes of Sal. So we're going to have to do it a little bit cheaper, and it's going to be 11.250. Now there is a little thing you can do with this, is you can actually go and bid on the cards to increase this minimum bid. But for this, we're going to go 11.250 and bang. Now only 1 card is on the market. Now the second thing you can go and change right now is going to be the minimum price. You can potentially lower this down to about 8-9k, but the reason you set it like that is so then you avoid lots of UCLs. So let's say I go and lower that to 9k. And again, I think we're still only 1 card over now. Yep, we're only 1 card over now. So you can probably lower this to maybe 5k. And let's go and scroll. And there we go. So I could probably lower it down all the way down to about 3-4k, which is good. So 3k, search it. For some reason we've just messed up the filter. Yeah, we have. We've just not the wrong thing. So about 3k, and that seems to work right there. And again, all you got to do is just play around with the filters until you can have a broad enough filter. So we've got to go 3.6k so we avoid that Lengley. Now again, what I can do is I can go and bid on the cards to increase this. But now the next thing we're going to work with is the minimum buy now. Obviously you want this to be as low as possible. If I was going to lower it to 10.50, let's go and see what would be on the market. If I load it to 10.50, there are loads and loads and loads of Wijnaldums and Sanchez's on the market. So I'm going to go put a minimum buy now right now of 11.250, and it's going to get rid of all them Sanchez's that are up for 11k by now, and once again have 1 player over on the market. Now I'm going to show you what I meant by the bidding thing. So let's say I wanted to go for a higher max price of about 12.50. So I'm going to go and search that right there. I'm going to scroll to the 59th minute. There should be 2 cards over an hour if I'm not wrong. Yep, there's number 1 and number 2. Now, because I know that Jesus and Saul are both worth over 1250, I can go and bid 1250 on them right now. These cards will be outbidded. So let's say I bid 13k. I'm now going to back out, and let's say now I want to increase this to 12,750. Because I've just gone and bid on the Gabriel Jesus, he's now not going to fit under this filter, and Saul is going to be the only player. Now, you've got your filter. Again, only one player in over an hour. You've played around with the filters a little bit. You're now going to do the whole part of buying the cards. And this is going to be pressing compare price and back out. That is a square and circle on the PlayStation, and that is, I don't want to shout X and B on the Xbox to the people still using Xbox. But yes, you're going to keep spamming this. What this is going to do is refresh the market. As you can see, Jimenez has just been listed, and we've seen him instantly. Now, this is kind of the hard part, and this is the learning curve. And I've been doing this method for about 2 weeks, so I could just go boom. I mean, I can literally turn this page. Sal, you can sell him for 72 of a shadow. Jimenez sells about 35 of a shadow. Kappa sells about 32 of a shadow. Traore, you don't actually see pop up very commonly. Van Beek sells about 22 of a shadow. Digny sells about 60 of a shadow. Wijnaldum sells about 57 with a shadow. Dumfries sells for 16 with a shadow. Koulibaly sells for 80 with a shadow. Trent sells for about 75 with a shadow. See if I'm flexing the knowledge anymore. He'll go for probably about 20 with a shadow. He'll go for about 37 with a shadow. Again, he goes for 72. He'll go for about 72 with a shadow. And you basically just learn their prices. But of course, you won't know this at the beginning. So there's two ways of learning. There's the way I learned, which is kind of like the baller. You buy something that you think looks like a deal. Or there is the slow method, which is, okay, let's wait for a new card to pop up. So again, I'm going to press compare price back. I found Decore. I'm going to add Decore right here, and it's very easy. All you got to do is go Decore. So again, the one we were looking at was about 50k. With UCLs, you need to put a minimum, but there's actually no reason to put a minimum. Let's say I go for 54k with a shadow. And I can see it's kind of flooded. Now, the one we were looking at was 51k, so it's not really going to be a buy. It'll be the cheapest on the market, but it's not a buy, as you can see right here. But what I've now learned is Decore is about 51k. If I go see a Decore pop up for 41, I'm now going to buy him for 51. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and throw the filter in. If I somehow have the memory to do so, so I think it was about 12,750 here. Minimum of 11k. And we're going to go and search for them. And I say we're going to scroll to the end, and if I'm not wrong, we've got the correct filter. Yes, I have. And again, we're going to continue pressing compare price back out until a good deal pops up. Now again, it's really a learning curve. You can come onto my stream, you can ask me what players sell for what, but as I said earlier, he only sells for 60, he sells for 40, we're going to avoid them. Obviously, if you had loads and loads of money and you have a hunch that someone's a deal, let's say you saw that Tolisso sell on earlier for 21, and now that one's popped up for 21. So you have a bit of a hunch, because you've already seen him sell for 21. I'm now going to go and buy the Tolisso, and we'll go have a little look how much Tolisso's worth. Now, what I actually do, and this is part of the trading guide, as I drop my battery pack, is I actually go and write down every single card I, sell on. So I'll go and show you this right here. So this is a spreadsheet of every card I sell on. This is available as part of my sub perk. I basically publish all the data. So this is how I remember them. This is why I sold them with a hunter yesterday. This is why I sold them with a hunter today. This is why I sold them with a shadow yesterday. And this is why I sold them with a shadow today. So I basically keep down all the data. I write down all the players. Obviously, you're not going to have data for every player. You're going to have data for what the players you sell them. Sorry, for the players you sell. And as a result, that's how I personally learn. Now let's go have a look, jump back to that Tolisso and see how he is. And then what I'll finally do to end it off is I'll go and show you how we can basically apply that filter sort of idea with the likes of Hunter, because you can do this with both Hunter and Shadow. Now, for understanding, he should sell for about 24k. Seem to go for about 23k. Obviously, the McKenny we got recently has gone and dropped his price. But yeah, probably going to get 23k. We're not really going to make anything after tax. So, how we're going to do it with a Hunter. Again, we're just going to go Hunter. We're going to start off with the base, which is going to be 10, 13, 11,250, and then maximum. We're going to scroll and we're going to see, okay, what's it looking like? So there are normally more cards with Hunter, so there is a absolute plethora. So how are we going to have a little look? Now I'm seeing quite a lot of high bids here of about 13, so the first thing I'm going to do is start playing around, and the first thing I always do is start playing around with this max bid. Let's bring it down to 12,250 and see what's on the market. So with 12,250, we are still looking at a lot of cards on the market. Now, what I can do right here is I can see, okay, you guys are all going for 13. Let's go put a minimum buy now of 13,250. So we avoid all those UCLs. And let's have a little look how we're looking. So then I'm going to scroll to the 59th minute. We've got him, which I'll be honest, I could actually go and buy if I wanted. We've got this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Okay, so we've got to play around with it a little bit more. Let's go for a maximum bid of 11,250. This is going to get rid of some more of those UCLs. And as a result, now we only have the likes of the 2 Mahrezes and the Torregrosa. Now, if I really wanted to get rid of all these, I'd go for a maximum bid of 10,750. And I'll show you that this is about to go and clear the transfer, well, clear the cards over an hour. And there we go. Nothing over an hour. Happy, happy days. I've actually sold them for 32k, but nothing too crazy. But what I'm actually going to do is, because I personally quite like having a relatively open max bid, I'm going to go for 1150. And a player's actually gone and sold on this old account. I'm going to go and buy him because I'm confident I could probably sell him for about 15. I'm now going to go and bid 12k on both of these, so then I can broaden up the... in fact, I'm going to bid 1250 because obviously he's worth more than 1250, so I'm going to get outbidded very soon. Hey, if I won him for that price because the servers went down, I'm a very lucky man. But we'll go and send them right there. We'll go and get rid of that. And as a result of bidding on some players, I now can run a much broader transfer targets. Or sorry, much broader max price of probably about 12k, if I'm not wrong. Yes, I can. In fact, I could probably go up to all the way to about 12,250. And this basically just means I can have a nice broad search filter. And there we go. Now again, we can play around with this once again. Probably lower this maybe down to 9k. Is that going to work? We can't play around with the minimum buy now too much because we know that will mess us up. In fact, no, I can't really play around with that. Probably just set it to 10k. And as a result, we're going to do the exact same thing as with the shadow. You're going to go and scroll to the 5th, 9th minute. You're going to press compare price back out until a good deal pops up. Again, how do you learn if it's a deal? If you've got a bit of money, just, you know, compare the first few, take a punt, boom, buy it. Now, say, I've been doing this method for like 3 weeks. I kind of know what probably 100 to 200 players sell for with a hunter. So that's a really good thing. At the beginning, everyone's on the same field. No one really knows what players sell for. But after a week, even if you're adding players to chance targets and by the time you go back to them, they sell, you're going to hopefully learn that player's price. But yeah, so this works best after 6 PM. The reason this works best after 6 PM is because people are panic selling their cards. And as a result, people panic selling their cards because there might be some player SBCs out. You can go and get yourself loads of deals. I believe that Ayoze Perez is probably worth 27, 28k if I'm not wrong. Let's see for the case of the video. Is he good? So I'm going to pick him up for 22. No, I'm a bit rusty when it comes to Ayoze Perez. But yeah, I was arguably quite rusty with the Ayoze Perez. But yeah, that's basically what we've been doing. So again, you want to go and work out your filters, scroll to that 5th, 9th minute and get some deals. So I'd say 6 PM is when these are going to be the best time to do this method. A really interesting thing, these actually follow the week and eve fluctuations. If you don't know what a week and eve fluctuation is, it is that cards will rise Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Potentially not Friday if we have good content. Saturday will kind of hold price. Sunday, Monday, the cards will drop. And then they'll rise the following week. So what I kind of do on my main account, and in fact I'll go and jump over right now to show you what we're doing, is I'm actually in no hurry to go and sell cards. And the reason I'm in no hurry to go and sell cards is because I know that Thursday's coming around and I can go and sell them for more on a Thursday. And that's what you can do if if you're sitting on millions like myself. You go buy a bunch of cards. To an extent, you're just selling them on lazy buys when it's coming up to Thursday. When Thursday hits, everyone's up probably about 5 to 20%, depending on link investments and whatever. And as a result, you can sell them for a bit more. So really, what happens for me is I stockpile on the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then I sell on the Thursday, Friday. So as I say, this is why my main account. And as you can see, literally nothing is selling on. But you can see I've got loads and loads and loads of cards here with shadows that I'm in no hurry to sell because I know that they're going to rise on Thursday. And you can also see a lot of icons. This is my main account for any of you wondering, is it one of these guys who says he makes loads of money but doesn't, feel free to, take that as any sort of proof as such. So that's going to end the method. As I earned 2.3 million coins in, I'm not lying, I'm pretty sure it's the first week I did this, but obviously I'm committing 10 to 12 hours a day. A lot of hours trading, but, it does go and pay off and makes you some good money. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this has going to help you. Of course, I stream about 8 to 12 hours every single day. So you can come in and ask me questions, ask me what certain players sell for, ask me what keys you can get for them on rewards, and I'm more than happy to answer. And once again, this spreadsheet you do see right here is part of the sub perk you can get for free of Amazon Prime, or you can pay $4.99. But thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video.